Hi there. In this video, we are talking about the Educator e-collars, and in particular, we're talking about the two-dog system. This is where you have one remote and two collars attached to the remote. So the collars work exactly the same way as the one-dog system. So you have the little area where it indicates that it's green, it's working, and it's on. If it's off, it won't have anything light up. And if it's running out of power, it will first turn an amber color and then it will turn red. Okay? And here's the little magnet that you turn it on. And the same is true for the black collar. Okay? So the difference that we need to talk about when we're doing a two-dog system is the remote and how a single remote can communicate with two different collars. Okay? So just in review, let me go ahead and just review on the back of the remote. You have the on-off switch and the light. You also have this manual and continuous button. I've mentioned many times to folks that we usually keep it on the continuous. The reason is you can do a momentary and you can do a continuous stimulation. You can do it with your finger. And to be honest with you, I'm not aware of anybody, I never have done a continuous shock. You usually just go like that, just one little click, and then it's over. And you can see that currently it is at a 0 stimulation. And just a reminder, the stimulation, this number is for the stimulation. This is all the way up to 100. This is very, very high. Move it down, it goes all the way to 0, and that is for stimulation only. And just like the other collar, it's the exact same collar, it's just programmed a little differently. You have the two buttons for stimulation and the one button for tapping. Okay, so now when you're doing a two-dog system, you have the black collar attached to this button and the red collar attached to this button. So first of all, let me just repeat: black collar with the black button for stimulation, red collar with the red button for stimulation. Okay, now don't freak out if you have two collars that are the same color. It doesn't matter. You'll be able to tell which one is which when you put on the vibration, okay? And so in the past with the one-dog system, this button used to be the tapping or the vibration button. Well, it's no longer that, okay? Now what it's going to do is toggle. It's going to toggle between, let me make this a little bit brighter. Oops, I just turned on the light. It's going to toggle between, you see that this is stimulation, and now this weird symbol right here, I believe it stands for a V for vibration. It looks like a forward 7 and a backward 7. You see that? I think it's a V. I just use it for V for vibration. Okay? So what this button does, instead of doing the vibration that it does in the one-dog system, it is now the toggle switch to go from, here's stimulation, vibration, stimulation, vibration. Okay, does that make sense? So this is the button that you're going to toggle between vibration and stimulation. When it has the numbers, that's stimulation. when it has the V symbol, it's vibration. And so while we're here, if I touch the black one, you see that the black remote is responding, okay? If I do the red remote, see where I'm hitting the red button? And so that's an easy way to tell which collar is which, okay? You can have both of them have black bands, the black strap part of it, and all you have to do, make sure that you're on the vibration, and then all you have to do is hit this one. I'm hitting the black, and I know that that's on the black, and I hit the red, knowing that one's on the red, okay? So that's a really easy way. Say both collars are black, you can just put them on vibration and determine which one is which, okay? The light is a great feature. I just want to make sure everybody knows how to turn on the light. So when we're toggling, please watch this. So this is a 0 and it's continuous, okay? And that's for stimulation. And then I hit this and it's back to the V. And then I hit this again, it's 0 and continuous. But what I want to point out, see how this one has one dog flashing up here, 1D? And then if I go through the toggle, there's the V. Now it says 2D down here. I hit this button again, it goes back to the V. And now it's back on the 1D. I hit it, V, 2D, V, 1D. Okay, so you see how that keeps toggling through? I'm going to explain why you need that, okay? So say you are working with 2 different dogs, okay? If you put the stimulation at 13, okay? It doesn't matter if you hit the black button, okay, and you can see that it's stimulating, or the red button, they're both going to get a 13 stimulation. And remember, this is out of 100, okay? But so say you have a dog, a situation where you have a dog who really doesn't need any stimulation whatsoever, but you have them attached to this collar and you want to be able to use the stimulation for one of the dogs but not the other. The way you do this, and you can do this on either one of them, you can either set it on the 1 dog or the 2 dog. But so say the 1 dog, I want to stay at 13 stimulation, okay? So 1 dog is at 13. And then I hit this button, it will toggle to the vibration, and then I hit it again, and now it goes to the 2 dog. And what I want to do on this 2 dog, they never need stimulation. So what I'm going to do is turn this down to 0, okay? I'm going to press this in, okay? And now when didn't work. Press it in. And I think sometimes you have to do a little bit of stimulation. So let me put it at 1. It won't just accept the 0. So I'm going to put it at 1. And then I'm pressing this button down. Oh, darn it, it went to 0. Let me just do that too. I'm going to press this down. Okay. Now, when I turn this button, do you see how that 3 is staying exactly where it is? Okay. If I toggle once, it's vibration. If I toggle to the 1 dog, watch. I can change this to 40 if I need to, that my 1 dog is my problem child and they're on the black remote. So I'm freely able to move this around and do the stimulation on whatever level I need for the black collar. But then if I go back to the red collar, the 2 dog, do you see that it's still on 3? Because that's because I set it. Okay, and you can set both of them if you needed to. This is really one of the only times that I use a setting that I have 2 dogs on it. One doesn't need any stimulation, the other one does. So I'll try to get it at 1, but 3 isn't really going to register. Dogs don't really start feeling it until it's in the higher digits into the teens. Okay, so they're not going to really feel 3. Okay, and then say you want to undo this, like gosh, or say by mistake you push this down and you're like, oh my God, is this thing broken? It's not working anymore. And I've had clients ask me that. I think my remote is broken because the number doesn't change. If the number's not changing, that's because you had pushed this button in by accident, possibly. So all you have to do is press this in, and now watch. I can change the 1 dog and the 2 dog. So there's the 1 dog, there's the 2 dog, and it usually keeps it on whatever you just did, but and now on both of these, I'm able to move them around. Okay, so those are the 2 big differences with this collar. Okay, when you're using a 2 dog system, this button no longer is the tapping or vibration. It is now a toggle, and the T stands for toggle. It will toggle between vibration versus stimulation. And the stimulation, the numbers are only stimulation. There's only 1 level of vibration. And this is true for the 1 dog system and the 2 dog system. So this collar, the Educator, has 1 level of vibration and 100 levels of stimulation. That doesn't matter for the 1 dog or the 2 dog system. Okay? So the big difference, like I said, is this button. It toggles between vibration, that unusually looking symbol, I think it's a V, and the stimulation. Okay? Everything else back here is the same. Okay? And do remember, if you by mistake press this down and you didn't mean to, and then you're like, gosh, it's broken. Why isn't it working? Look, I'm turning it and it doesn't do anything. And that's because you just need to press this back in, and then it'll start functioning. Okay? So I hope this is helpful, and this is explaining how to use the 2 dog system. So if you have any questions whatsoever, just please let me know. Thanks. If you have any questions, please contact us with all your dog training needs. If you and your puppy dog want to train with us in person, we do that through Lucky Dog Training Asheville.